Hey Treylon, how are you feeling after that performance against Georgia, physically, mentally, and what are you guys seeing from the Mississippi State defense?
I mean, as a team, we felt, you know, obviously we lost the game, but like we just felt like we've gotten better at a lot of places, and just keep working as hard as we can to get better week by week. Just go out this Saturday and just approach Mississippi State like we did against Georgia and just compete.
Scotty.
Hey, Treylon, I know you had a career day Saturday. I wanted to ask you kind of about your yards after catch ability. Kind of what goes into that, and why do you think you've been able to have quite a bit of success there to this point in your career?
I mean, it really comes from the team, like the scout team, and just in practice, just having those people push me every day. And I just felt like when I catch the ball, just to get the offense get the team as far as I can at the best of my ability. So just work hard at it every day at practice.
Nate.
Traylon, what made you effective against Georgia's press coverage, and what kind of coverage do you expect out of Mississippi State as far as their aggressiveness on defense?
I mean, Georgia, they played a lot of zone and man, and I just as a team, we worked that during the week, and I just felt like, just attack it the way that Coach Browse had, game planned, and everything worked out to the best of my ability and to the other receivers. And I just feel like against Mississippi State, we've been working on it, and we can't really put out everything what we're gonna do, but like we're just gonna attack the week.
Bob.
Treylon, you have, Coach Pittman talked about the receivers need to get more separation. You obviously found some separation with 7 catches and a lot of yards. With the way the defensive backs in the SEC, they grab and clutch a lot, grab you, push you, whatever, very physical. How do you deal with that? What's the key to having success against that kind of physical play by DBs?
Well, it starts with in practice with our defense, because we have the same physical defense as the other SEC teams. So, we just go out there and work every day, and they compete with us. And obviously, our position coach, Coach Stepp, he's physical with us with bags and everything. We just work at that every day.
Otis.
Yeah, Treylon. Hey, talk about that play. I think it was 49 yards, the one you scored on. You caught the ball, did a good job staying in bounds. You were actually closer to the boundary when I rewatched the game. Talk about just that. Describe that play.
Well, as you can see, Coach Browse had dialed it up. I mean, it was a good play. We worked that play over and over every week during practice, and I just felt like it was just that time to use it, and I just did it to my best of my ability. And I just saw the sideline like out of my peripheral, and I just stayed in bounds and scored.
All right, let me know if you've got more questions in the chat. Nikki?
Yeah, I asked Brady about this before, but your communication, just how do you feel like you guys can improve that this week?
With the communication, it just comes from us just getting comfortable with each other, and just communicating. If we get to play, or like just say for instance, Tyson Morris, he gets to play and I don't get it, him communicating to me and me communicating it all the way across, it's just something to work on.
Scotty.
Hey, Treylon, kind of a two-parter here. Going back to my first question, just how does a player become better at picking up yards after catch? And then secondly, just what do you expect from Trey Knox this week? I think he had just one grab on Saturday.
Well, I mean, just the yards after catch, that just comes from just working at it in practice, or just on your own time, just being physical, catching the ball, getting vertical every day, and it comes with that. And then from Trey, everybody, a lot of people, we didn't have a lot of receivers with a lot of catches or receiving yards, but you can't lean on that. You just got to approach every week. It's going to be some weeks where I don't even touch the ball, and I wouldn't care as long as we win. I'm going to do my job on the block just to help the team win. So that's just something on that.
Nate?
Treylon, just what do you feel that the offense needs to do to stay on the field more than 24 minutes against this team?
Well, I mean, we just need to stay together and just keep up our tempo, and just convert when we need to convert when the defense has a big 3 and out, and just move the ball as fast as we can.
Bob?
Yeah, Simeon Blair's a young guy. I guess Sam put him on scholarship, and he got to start the other day. I don't know if you guys are matched up much in practice, but what do you think of Simeon as a DB, and how glad are you to see a guy, get on scholarship and then get to start like that as a sophomore, I guess?
Well, I mean, Simeon, he comes to practice every day, no matter what. If it's weights, live meetings, and he's attentive and everything. And he works hard, and he deserved to be put on scholarship and to be starting. Because I mean, you can tell from Saturday he's a baller. So I'm just glad that Coach Pittman did that, and the team is happy for him.
What do you think makes him a good DB?
Just his work ethic. So all you have to do is just come to work every day. You get better at everything, so.
Tyler?
Yeah, obviously everything's, different this year with the fans and whatnot, but just now that you're the guy with some experience, how do you prep the freshmen and the younger guys for their first SEC road game?
Just come out every Sunday when we come and take the COVID test, and then that Monday when we come and practice, just practice as best as you can, like to the best of your ability. Everything else will come as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do. Just do your job.
Last one, Elvis.
Hey, Treylon, talk about Felipe Franks' performance Saturday. That was your first live game with him. Talk about his performance and what you think he did well.
I mean, Felipe, he's already played in the SEC before, and he's built for this type of play. And I just think he had a great game. We obviously, as a unit, we have stuff to get better at. So we're just gonna come out this week and just approach it to the best of our ability, and it's up in the win for that.
All right, Bob, you got the last one.
Thanks. It's actually a two-parter, if that's okay. One, I know we hit you up in the preseason. You probably hear all the time, well, when are you going to score a touchdown? You call these passes, when are you going to score a touchdown? You got it knocked out pretty quick. How did that feel? And then kind of follow up on Felipe and Rakeem as team captains and key guys. How have they been this week? Especially Rakeem didn't have much running room. What do you see from those guys, and what was your feeling on getting that touchdown out of the way?
I mean, like I said last time, I'm not really worried about the touchdown. When I scored, it was a big hooray, but I was ready to get back to my teammates and, get back on offense and start working. And Rakeem and Felipe, they've been pushing us the whole week, just to get better at things that we did wrong during the week of last week and during the game. So, it's good to have them as team captains, and big leaders.
Thanks, Treylon. You're good.